Someone has made a huge leak on Skylanders Imaginators in London and has taken many pictures of the available Skylanders, and there are several Skylanders who look like they haven't been revealed yet, and they are about to be presented later in other conventions. Wonder if Gamescom or Comic-Con will reveal more details about them. At worst, they could be just prototypes. Here's another funny thing. The classes also have different names. The Bowslinger is an archer. The Sentinels are Dervish. Swashbuckler is the Genie. Smasher is the Barbarian. And instead of an axe, it's a hammer. I'm thinking those are just prototype names, and we're still gonna have the Bowslinger, Sentinel, Swashbuckler, and Smashers. Now let's look at the icons of the Senseis. Some of them have been revealed already in earlier stuff, but there are also some that haven't been shown yet. Let's take a look at the Archer or Bowslinger. There's a green one who kinda looks like Green Arrow from Injustice Gods Among Us. Probably in the life element. And there's another one who's a goat-like Skylander who kind of reminds me of the Krampus. Remember that animation I did in Christmas? Do you want me to make a sequel of that? Because there's the ending, which is sort of a cliffhanger. And of course there is Wolfgang. Now let's look at the Dervish, or Sentinels as I like to call it. And there was another female Skylander. The one with the white hair kind of reminds me of Elena from Street Fighter. And of course, there's Ember next to her. And oddly enough, Hoodsickle is also next to them. Ain't Wolfgang the undead villain of this game? Unless Hoodsickle is the 11th villain. Okay, let's go to the Genie. I'm really gonna have trouble with the spelling. And the senseis we see right now are one who kind of looks like a different version of Chill. Yeah, I kind of thought Ember was like a different version of Torch. And Bad Juju has also managed to join the swashbuckling thing. I think it kind of makes sense why she's in and not Dreamcatcher. I mean, Dreamcatcher has no body, but she might appear as a head option in Skylanders Imaginators. Someone can try and recreate her. I mean, those sparkling things can make invisible limbs and bodies and stuff like that. You can make headless, armless, legless, torsoless. Okay, what am I saying? And there's one guy who, for some reason, reminds me of the Miner 49er from Scooby Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. You know, there are quite a number of Skylanders who remind me of various monsters from Scooby Doo 2. For example, Blast Zone reminds me of the Black Knight Ghost. The Dark Edition furthers the comparison. Piñata reminds me of the Cotton Candy Glob. And Tarclops, the prototype version of Sap, may have been inspired by the Tar Monster. And oh yeah, speaking of Piñata, let's look at the Barbarian, aka the Smashers. And Piñata is not in it. Wasn't Piñata confirmed to be in this game due to a Twitter thing? Was that Twitter thing fake or something? Maybe this is just a prototype, I don't know. And why does that other being look like Bad Juju? Is it a brother or sister or something? I mean, I don't get it. The similarities are very, very strong. They could be prototypes, I don't know, but I do wish some of them were in it, but I do wish some of them weren't, because they do look kind of familiar at times. I am glad to hear more of these senseis coming soon. What do you guys think of all of this? I hope you've enjoyed this video.